Hello, my name is Barbara Gonzalez. I'm accounting faculty at South Mountain Community College, and I'm here today to tell you about how accounting education has changed since I was in school. I have a little disclaimer. I did not go to NAU. In fact, I didn't go to any Arizona school. I went to school in New Mexico. I won't name the actual school. Anyways, when I was in school, I would sit through my accounting classes a little bored, a little confused, and a little scared that my teacher would ask me a question. My accounting professors mainly, does this look like any of your professors, mainly lectured at me and then would send me home to try my hardest to do my homework on my own. One more thing about that is, I don't know if you guys remember this, but when I was in intermediate accounting, a 40% was the high grade. Always made me wonder how much we really learned when we only got 40% of the test. So accounting education has changed. We're trying to make it more student-focused now. We do it in several methods. One is role play. Our first accounting class, our students do a role play in order to learn basic business transactions. Many of these students have never worked before. They don't understand business transactions. Also, we are a new generation. These are gamers, okay? And we put games into the classroom. They play Jeopardy, they play bingo, they play card and dice games. It gets them engaged. Why not make accounting fun? And of course, prizes. Prizes help. They have to get awards, right? So we use candy. That's what I use, candy. Kit Kat, Snickers, Starburst. And that they love all that so that they're interested in winning the games. Legos is another thing we use. You may expect to see Legos in engineering class or robotics class, but why not managerial accounting? In managerial accounting, we have them build a Lego house and learn job costing. They use job cost sheets. They use material requisition forms. They use time tickets. And then they journalize the entries and price it and decide if they made a profit. And there's a contest, of course, in that as well. That's how they sell them. Technology. There's so much more technology than when I was in school. Smartphones. We want them to get their smartphones out. Get their smartphones out. Look at current stock prices. Look at the industry of different companies. Look at the news about different corporations out there. And also computers. They're not isolated to a lab. They are in our classrooms. The students, we teach them, and then they disperse during the class time and work on problems using Excel. Excel all the time, because we know you guys need them to know Excel. Also, they're doing analysis and presentation. Our students need to be able to present in front of the classroom. They choose a publicly traded company, they analyze it using horizontal, vertical ratio, and all other methods, and then they present. Lastly, groups. When I was in school, I did group projects, but we're not just talking about group projects now. They're in pods. They were doing teamwork all the time. Every single class, they're doing problems together, because that's how accounting is. Manipulatives. Manipulatives help with memorization. And one thing with manipulatives, we use like cutouts. They had to put this in order of the accounting cycle, okay? Also, we use card and dice a lot, because it just helps when you're touching what you're working with and to remember it. Student-led. Instead of me lecturing at the students, we have the students work on a problem, and then they go and show the solution on the board and explain to the class how that problem was completed and the solution to it. Also, our students are getting awards for volunteering. I'm sure many of you did VITA. I did. Of course, it was paper and pencil. I know I don't look that old, but it was paper and pencil. And now they're using computers. That student got an award because he did 50 hours of volunteer work. Then we have CPAs coming into the classroom. I'm sure you recognize that gentleman, right? He stood a minute ago. And they come into the classroom. I had 11 professionals come into the classroom this year to tell my students all about accounting. And my shameless plug at the end, we need internships. They can learn a lot from me in the classroom, but they can learn a whole lot more from you guys out there. So please come see me at the end of this to get internships for my students. And I have 2 students over here today. Thank you very much.